Okay? This is your number one focus for the next 2 weeks as you're building your business and connecting to your sphere and adding to your sphere. So let's go through, what am I looking for? I'm looking for 2 plumbers. I'm looking for 2 electricians. I'm looking for 2 general contractors. I'm looking for 2 tile guys, 2 power washing guys, 2 gutter guys, 2 painters for outside, 2 painters for inside, 2 flooring guys, a flooring installation company, a flooring tile materials company. I want you to get 2 of almost absolutely everything. And here's how I'd like you to go about doing it. I want you to start asking your friends when you're talking to them, say, hey, you know, I'm a professional real estate guy. I'm building a Rolodex of preferred vendors that do a great job, because people are always asking me about house repair stuff. Like 2 handymen, right? People are always asking me about house repair stuff. And I want to make sure I have a good list of people that I can recommend that are going to do a good job. So I'm building that list. Do you know anybody that did a good job for you recently on something? And their info stuff, right? And a lot of people are like, oh, great. So what did I just tell them? I'm a real estate agent. I'm a professional. I'm doing something not every real estate agent does. How many other real estate agents are saying, hey, I have a preferred vendor list. If anything happens with your house at all, let me know, because I probably know somebody. If they're going to call you for plumbing, they're going to call you for real estate, right? So here's how you take it to the next level. So for those of you that dig in the social media stuff, social media posts should look something like this. I'm looking for a referral for 2 plumbers to add to my preferred vendor list. If you've had any plumbing done recently and liked them, good value, fair price, and showed up and nice and not freaky scary, then I'd like you to reach out. Can you give me that info? And the next post, like 2 days later, 3 days later, I'm looking for 2 electricians. I'm looking for, and you could do a more generic post. I'm looking for any contractors you've worked with that you liked. Please send me their info, and I'd like to build them into my referral network so I can refer business to people that are good, that did a good job. Well, what you're going to find is that you probably need to be more specific. I'm looking for a plumber to add to my referral network to be able to refer to people for plumbing, drywall, power washing guy, roofing people, right? Just start going through and getting more specific, because what'll happen is people will be like, oh, I don't really know anybody. Do you know a roofer? Have you had a roof done in the last couple of years? Yeah. Did they do a good job? Yeah. Well, why don't you give me their info then? So sometimes you have to explain it to them. So that's a great way for you to connect in the social media world and be the real estate person without actually going, oh, look at me, I'm a realtor, right? Here's something I'm looking for. If you have somebody as preferred vendor, and then when you get that person, you can actually pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, my name is Russ, I'm the real estate guy, and I'm building a preferred vendors list. I saw that you did business with Joe the other day doing his air conditioning unit. He said you did a good job for a fair price. Are you open to me referring some business to you? Will you take good care of him like Joe? And of course, the contractor's going to say what? Hell yeah, right? So they're going to be like, yeah, heck yeah. Great. So just in the future, if you bump into anybody thinking about selling in the future, don't hesitate to think about me. Whenever I refer somebody, I'll probably shoot you a text real quick saying, hey, I'm sending you Dale. Dale Wood needs air conditioning, and I'm sending him your direction. And here's his info too, so you can be proactive and reach out so you guys can connect easier. Sound good? Or I'll text you and Dale at the same time, say, hey, Dale, here's the AC guy that I told you about, and you guys can connect that way too. So that way you know I referred it and take good care of them, of course, and then you have their info so you can be proactive. Does that sound good?
I love it.
Yeah, now the contractor's like, hell yeah, man, I love this Brandy chick. She's gonna drive some business my direction, heck yeah. And then after the next, every 3 or 4 months, you can touch base with them and check in, just say, hey, remember me, the real estate person. By the way, I'm going to put you on my drip campaign stuff so that you see my market updates so you know what's going on in the market. So when you're at houses, you'll know what's going on in the market also, because as your real estate resource, I want to make sure you know some of this stuff too. So when somebody says, hey, we're thinking about doing this, should we invest this money in the house? You'll be able to say, yeah, absolutely. Prices have been going up. My girl Brandy sends me this market update and says prices went up $20,000 on houses this price in the last year. So yeah, I mean, if you spend $4 or $5 grand on it, no big deal. Can that help a plumber close some deals? Sure.
Yeah.
Ever heard a plumber talk like that? No. Can you script them on that? Yeah. Can you help them close more deals? Yeah. Now, do they love you? Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. How many contractors, if you're getting 2 of each, we're talking Noah's Ark style here, right? You get in 2 by 2. How many people can you add to your sphere over the next 2-3 months just doing that?
Quite a few.
You should be able to add 80 or 100 people to your sphere that become referral partners for you. Is that a game changer?
Rose, what about putting the same posting on Nextdoor?
You can, sure. Absolutely. You can post it on LinkedIn. You can post it anywhere you want, right? You can post it on MySpace if you can get a response. I don't care.
Get a response.
I don't think you're going to get one on MySpace. Whatever. Right? Just being funny. So yes, you can post it anywhere that you can get that response, anywhere there's a network of people where you can get a response. What I don't want you to do is go out to Angie's List and steal a bunch of crap off of Angie's List, because this isn't just about adding contractors to a list. This is about making connections and putting yourself out there as real estate guy trying to deliver more value. As a professional real estate agent, I bump into people that ask me for plumbers all the time. Do you guys know any plumbers that I can recommend? As a real estate agent, I bump into drywall issues all the time on houses. If you guys have somebody that did a good job for a fair price, showed up on time and didn't scare you, please give me their contact info. I'd like to build them into my referral network. And people go, hey, that's great. You could do short videos of this too. And then just to title it is looking for plumbing referral, looking for electrician referral. And then my video would be really simple. Hey, this is Russ Lagan, the real estate dude. I'm looking to add people to my referral network because I bump into people all the time that need to paint their house. And when somebody asks me for a painter, I need somebody that's good, reliable, and does a good value. If you know somebody, please send me their contact info. Great, right? Now I'm saying, hey, I'm Russ the real estate dude, and I'm doing cool stuff, not saying, look at me, I'm a realtor, right? You're actually adding value back to the market. And by the way, if you bump into somebody that needs a painter, guess what? I'm gonna have a list of preferred painters real soon. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you need anything house related, don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's a great way to do posts, and you can do that for all kinds of different trades, right? Seeking 2 handymen, 2 handyman and 2 plumbers, 2 handyman, 2 electricians. Double them up 2 at a time, and you're gonna get various things on different stuff. You start adding to your sphere. And then the second step is give them a call. Here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm adding. I just wanna make sure you know that. And I'll reach out to you. If somebody comes into my system, I'll reach out to you and I'll probably text the 2 of you. Will that work? And they'll say, hell yeah, pretty good stuff, right?